Welcome back to the channel. Piratesoftware has responded, so we kind of have to make a little bit of an update to our video from yesterday. First of all, I want to show you once more this losing the followers. This is the Twitch one. We showed the Social Blade last night. On YouTube, he lost 10% of his follow count, minus 230,000 right now, as of last checking, which was like 30 minutes ago. In 30 days, which is 10% of his follow count or sub count, whatever, on YouTube itself. And over here as well on Twitch, minus 446 followers an hour, which I think is kind of funny because he's got this counter, right? And he's like banning thousands of people a day and showing that on a counter. Like, look at how many people I'm banning, guys. Well, look at how many followers per hour you're losing, fellow. Ooh, I feel like there's a direct correlation between the two. So, hilarious. That being said, yesterday in the video, we talked about the fact that Piratesoftware and his main mod, Kronos, seemingly did some shenanigans and some shady activities behind the scenes with the hype train and the bits and sub gifts that are required to keep such a hype train going. And it turns out there may be some legal liability attached to that. I'm going to put in a clip from Legal Mindset because he'll explain it much better than I will. Go watch his video. Again, we'll link that in the description below. He explains it again much better than I do because I am not a lawyer and he is. So here's a lawyer telling you how Piratesoftware could be legally liable.
Could be a problem because of the nature of what they did, because they engaged in a kind of fraud there where you were having a sock puppet account, a fake account, an alt account, right? That is donating these bits, pretending to be a friend instead of a mod. Now, understand that a mod can very well be perceived as an agent or an employee of the streamer.
Quick pause there. I want to point out, don't just, like, it's not just visual. He actually is an employee. Piratesoftware has talked about this a lot. He gives them healthcare, dental care, life insurance, etc. Like, Kronos is an employee. It's not like, that's not alleged or anything. That's like, by Piratesoftware's own account, Kronos is an employee. So, ooh, yikes. Back to the video.
So if a mod goes out and does something on the streamer's behalf, they are an agent. And the streamer is what's called the principal. That's principal agent theory. And a principal can be liable for the actions of their agent. If you tell somebody to go out and do something, and certainly if you're compensating them or reimbursing them for that, they are your agent. So it's as if the streamer was doing this.
So obviously, he could be in a lot more trouble than I thought he was. Legal Mindset also points out that an aggrieved party could be bringing this to a civil case, like in the terms of you gave somebody, right? You gave that streamer, let's say you gave Piratesoftware a bunch of money to help with the hype stream, or with the hype train thing. You did that technically under false pretenses because the hype train wasn't real, because it was artificially inflated by his own team, which is, ooh, that also opens you up to some liabilities. Do I think that's likely? Probably not, right? Who in their right mind is gonna like bother with spending so much more money on a lawsuit to recoup whatever, right? I don't see that happening. That being said, Piratesoftware responded to all of this, and let's take a look at what Jason's response was.
Like, that's been a public thing forever. I think I even talked about it on there. That's against TOS, though? No, it is not against TOS. It is absolutely not against TOS to have somebody use their own money to buy subs and bits for the channel if they want to. That in no way was triggered by me, nor was he compensated for that or reimbursed for it. That is not against TOS. So it's a shit joke at this point. Just because you heard it on YouTube doesn't mean it is. Yeah. In fact, I guarantee that you could go to thousands and thousands of communities across this entire platform and find lots of different moderators supporting the stream. Do you know why? Because moderators are generally the first fans of the stream. That is how that works in every community on this platform. And people somehow don't understand that because you're blinded by your dislike of me. And I understand that you're upset at me, but you have to stop making shit up to be mad about. It's stupid at this point.
Is it, Jason? Is it really stupid at this point? Because I notice you do what you normally do, right? You focus on like one little thingy that you can say, oh, I was right. It's not technically against the TOS. That's the only thing you focus on. I can't help but notice you didn't at all, even remotely, touch upon the subject that you were colluding behind the scenes over it. It was meant to keep a hype train going. The guy is like your literal employee, so all of that alone is already like, that looks really, really bad. And then the biggest one of all, it was on a fake account. Bro, nobody's making shit up. And you heard it here on YouTube as well, dude. You are 100%, in my opinion, a massive fucking fraud. You're a fraudster. Your ego cannot stop. Like, your narcissism cannot stop. You have the most mental illness of a person I've ever seen in my life. Like, narcissism is a mental illness, guys. And this guy is off the charts with it, alright? Boom. Here's the fake account, right? Let's go over this fake account. Remember, he doesn't think anything is wrong at all. IRL friend of Kronos. Spoiler alert, it's Kronos himself. IRL friend of Kronos and excited that they are now free from corporate. Love your stream and what you do for people here. There aren't many cool or supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards. This is so cringe when you know it's Kronos himself, right? Is like, let me suck up to the boss. Did I get your asshole tour? Jason, did I do it correctly? Did I do it right? Bro, I can't help but notice you didn't mention any of that shit. I wonder why. Now, do I think he should be punished legally? Not really. Do I think Twitch should step in here? 1,000,000%, bro. We already know they're probably not going to. Look at the Hassan shit, right? What that literal fucking terrorist sympathizer and propagandist gets away with. I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen to Jason, right? I mean, Dan the Gooner Clancy literally just committed the biggest faux pas a streamer can ever make towards other streamers. Next video that's coming out today as well. I'm making that right after this one, because that, as a streamer myself, a massive struggling streamer, 5 viewers at best, right? Don't get me wrong, but as a streamer myself, I absolutely love what I do. I love streaming. I love making content like this. You may be able to tell, right? I am, you know what I mean? Like, so I get passionate about this shit, and I'm going on a rant already. Okay, no. Next video comes out today. I guarantee you. I'm making it right after this. Stay tuned. We're gonna yell. We're gonna be mad. Oh yeah. That being said, back to the fraud Jason Tor Hall. Bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Like, just go on holiday for a week or something. Like, you need to, like, you cannot stop. You cannot keep talking about these things, because you're very clearly trying to misrepresent what's happening once again. Like, it's kind of your shtick, right? But people have caught on to it now, okay? Like, regular people, just which is why you're hemorrhaging tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers, okay? People, the regular folk, have caught on to what we've been saying for about a year now, right? You do not come across as a good person, okay? You kept up the fakeness, right, for a long time. You had a really good run, but your actual personality is coming through now. And your obfuscation, your misrepresentations, your blatant lying, it's all immediately getting checked, because people do not trust you anymore. You have lost the trust of the entire internet, minus your little echo chamber that's left, okay? You're done. You're done. It's like Dr. Disrespect, right? Whenever those allegations came out, and he admitted to them, not in so many words, but he admitted that stuff was going on, he was done, right? How much have you heard from Dr. Disrespect lately? Pretty much nothing, right? Because the guy is just a former shell, a shell of his former self. Sorry. He's still way bigger than I'll ever be, but he lost from where he was to where he is now. He lost everything. You know, like he had the streaming world in the palm of his hand, and then gone. You know, and with Jason, it's the same thing now, right? You had a good run, you lied your way, you faked it till you made it, and then the lies came out, and you didn't make it no more. I mean, he still has 2 million subs for now, but he cannot lie anymore. He has to be 100% truthful now, because everything he says is going to be checked. If it's not by me, it's by someone else. You know, like. And I'm like the lowest of the totem pole, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't have the ego that Piratesoftware has. I don't think I'm doing anything special here. I'm just saying, like, if I'm already gonna check it, other people are gonna check it too, and other people have much bigger reach, and it's gonna come out. You have to be 100% truthful from now on, because any lie that you say will be looked at. You are under a microscope now, Jason, by your own making. And it's hilarious, and we'll be here to make content about it when you inevitably say something stupid and lie and fuck up again, right? We'll be here. Enjoy. Thanks for me. That's all for me. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on kick.tv, kick.com/Parage, twitch.tv/Parage, and at Randy O'Brien with an A, O'Brien with an A on Twitter /X. Thanks so much. Peace. Stay tuned for the Twitch video where Dan Clancy commits the ultimate faux pas. Oh god, Twitch is so cooked, man. I'm so fucking sad about that. Peace the hell out.